Friday, 10th day of the trip. I am down here at the lake. It's absolutely gorgeous. Calmed down overnight. Beautiful day. I'm going to start heading north and east today. Kind of reached the high water mark of my trip yesterday. So now it's going to be heading north towards the ferry, Picton, and then up into the North Island sometime middle of next week. The rides across the central section of the South Island are supposed to be great, so I'm looking forward to the riding today. Here we go, day number 10. Chilly out, 45 degrees Fahrenheit last night. I wore a couple layers to sleep. Took a link to Green Hills in the North Island. This place has it all. It has the lakes, it has the ocean, it has the beaches, it has the green hills, it has the huge mountains. It's quite an enjoyable place to visit, New Zealand is. My goal is a campsite that is what they call basic, I believe in DOC terminology. There is pit toilets, and that's about it. I don't think there's water. I don't think there's electricity. I don't even know if there's picnic tables here. This is going to be as rustic a site, I guess, as you can get. So, Queenstown, 115 kilometers, but I won't get there. I am going to turn on Highway 6. Air is relatively calm this morning, and I must say that the windscreen, when the winds are calm, does okay. There's kind of a nice even stream, still hits my helmet and my chest, but at least I'm not buffeting around a lot. My main complaint's when there's wind, and then that really offers no protection whatsoever from all the buffeting. But I just turned north on Highway 6. Not sure what that's all about, but that's kind of cool. How often do you see a steam engine go right by? I think it's worthy of a stop. Lake Poaka Tipu Lookout. I'm not quite sure why it was called the double staircase unless it's just this road and the way that it works its way up along the shoulder here of the mountain. That seemed to be the most picturesque part of that stop. Halfway Bay Lookout. Look at that mountain. Get close to Queenstown. What a historic bridge. I don't know what that's all about. Should I take it? 600? Yeah, take it. What the heck. The old lower shot over bridge, 7 kilometers. It's for bicyclists. Well, it's still a pretty stop. Look at the color of that water. It's this crazy color. It's very scenic. That's a heck of a view coming back up the hill. I left Queenstown and Arrowtown behind me. I'm headed northeast on Route 6. That looks like a vineyard down there. There are certain sections of New Zealand that are famous for their vineyards and wine. Definitely wine country here. Passing vineyard after vineyard. That's kind of a change of pace. That's a pretty good sized vineyard. This is Kawaru Gorge. Down into the gorge. This is a land of endless beauty and unbelievable motorcycle riding. Roaring Meg Lookout, 5 kilometers on the right. It is now 23 degrees Celsius and the warmth feels luxurious. See Roaring Meg down there. Roaring Meg Lookout. That is where I'm headed. The stream that roared. Town of Cromwell. The turn right here on the Highway 8B. It's always good to have a full tank of fuel. Hour and 18 minutes to go. Without any stops. And I'm going to be turning left on Highway 8. I have not run into any campers on motorcycles that I can recall over the last 10 days. I've seen a few that look like they were campers out on the road, but I've never seen anybody in a campsite that is a motorcyclist. Heading to Lindis Pass. Pretty pleased with my selection of a route today. Summit is 600 meters on the right. Lindis Pass. Omarama. That's how I pronounce it. We have dinner there. Supposed to get good reviews with fish. But let's go first, see what this campground looks like. Kind of a desolate looking campground. But there may be some protection here. The question is there somewhere to set up a tent? Not terribly encouraging. It's kind of tough even by my low standards. I have to go back into town and regroup on what I'm going to do here. After a delicious fish and chips dinner at Boots and Jandals, I decided to move on to the next campsite up the road to see if that met my needs. So I've decided to head north towards Mount Cook, and there is a Lake Pukaki campground that I think is run by the DOC, and it's free, just like the one I was looking at down here near the town. That gives me the opportunity of riding up a little closer to Mount Cook in the morning. 4 kilometers is my turn back to the campsite, which is another couple kilometers back. So is this it? man. I really don't want to go down the road if I don't even know whether it's the right way or not. Oh, there's a car down there. Looks like a camper, but I don't know. There's a small lake. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Alright, that's good news. Oh yeah, I see the toilet facilities and tents. Alright, good. Now this isn't too bad. They said there's a steep drop going in, which is probably off this berm. Lake Poaka Conservation Area. Day limit 2 trout. Tires seem pretty good. They're made in India. It's actually not a bad spot down there, except for the fact that he's kind of taken up right in the middle of it. My GoPro ran out of battery right there at the last minute, but I found the spot. I'm just going to put my tent up behind the bike. So the wind is coming from behind my back. I've got it tied off kind of towards me, as you can see there near the rock. Winds are supposed to diminish in the next hour or so. If they don't, it's going to be a windy night. The tent's a little bit of an angle too, so. But you take what you can get. Probably picked too quickly. I probably should have waited for a little traveling around the camp before I picked my spot, but here I am. The view from my tent. The sounds of the morning. Day 11. Welcome to day 11. It's calm out right now. 14 degrees Celsius. Pretty quiet last night in camp. My goal today is riding about a half an hour north of here. I was hoping that I would be able to see Mount Cook, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to with those clouds. But I'll give it a try. There's rain in the forecast in the middle of next week. That looks pretty bad. Hopefully not. I'll take it as it comes. Only 2 toilets for the whole campground, which is a little bit weird. Well, it's in great shape except for the washboarding. Well, the skies are a little clearer in the northwest. Heated grips are a godsend on a motorcycle. I do have summer gloves on. I brought winter gloves with me, which I haven't used. I don't care for them as much because you lose a sensitive touch. But you don't really need them most of the time when you have heated grips. I serviced the chain last night. 3,006.7 kilometers so far this trip. Mount Cook and Denali in 1 year. How lucky am I to experience this? Well, my luck is holding. I'm going to head on north, keep getting closer. At least I got a good shot of the whole mountain. Like the Grand Tetons. Keep riding, they keep getting bigger. The closer you get to them. Just entered the Mount Cook National Park. Look at these mountains. Take a 1 hour hike on an easy trail. It's 1 hour return, so it's not going to take very long, but it has a lookout at the very end.
Absolutely glorious here. Stripped off some of my layers, fortunately, for this walk. A lot of people here, a lot of visitors. This is looking out over the valley that I rode up through. That is a monument to mountain climbers, I believe. The Alpine Memorial is filled with placards remembering those people who gave their lives while exploring the mountains of this beautiful national park. This placard includes an ice poem in tribute to a man who died descending Mount Sefton just before turning age 40.
Well, it is a Saturday. There's a lot of people here. People are in overflow parking. Twizzle Route 80. So I'm going to head south now, and then it heads east, and then northwest. My goal is to get to as close as I can to Arthur Pass National Park, which is almost 5 hours away. Campers. Say goodbye to Mount Cook. Lake Pukaki. Fields go way out there. Burks Pass, B-U-R-K-E-S. This is a little more like it. Perfect. What is it? 21 degrees. Nice little twists and turns. Inland Scenic Route, which is where I am turning onto Route 72. It's the town of Geraldine. I am on Route 72, Inland Scenic Route. And 201 kilometers to go, which is saying it's 2.5 hours. Long row, windbreak trees. They're huge. I rode on the west side of these mountains as I was heading south. And I'm going to try to cut across them a couple times over the next couple days. Kea Gorge. That's a beautiful gorge. To me, looks like something out of Utah. Kesselville Car Park. That's different. Oh, it's nice to have an upgrade on the left side so I can put my kickstand down. Kura Tauhidi. Majestic limestone formations of the Kura Tauhidi are of outstanding cultural and ecological importance.
This is looking back at the car park. Mountains in the background.
That for Green Valley, surrounded by the mountains. Twisties, next 5 kilometers. 26 degrees Celsius. What a great ride. Look at that. Alright, we're going down. Campground is all the way on the other side. It's quite a long single lane bridge. Klondike Corner Kiwi Zone. What's that mean? Dogs can kill kiwi, no dogs allowed. Just outside my campsite. It's very windy out here. The trees are protecting my camp, so I think it's ended up being a good spot. Beautiful area. There you have it. Number 11. So much quieter it is back